Dow and the S&P 500 hit fresh record highs on Monday, with Nvidia nearing Apple's position as the world's most valuable company. Semiconductor stocks surged nearly a percent, driven by a 7% jump in ARM holdings. Big tech names like Alphabet, Microsoft and Tesla also saw gains.
Monday brought more fresh record closing highs for the Dow and S&P 500 and for shares of Nvidia, putting the AI chip leader on the brink of dethroning Apple as the world's most valuable company. The Dow gained about 0.5%, the S&P gained roughly 0.75%, and the Nasdaq climbed nearly 0.9%. An index of semiconductor companies jumped 1.8% to a more than 2-month high, also aided by a nearly 7% gain in shares of ARM holdings. Mega-cap tech names also jumped, including Alphabet, Microsoft, and Tesla.
Well, what is very interesting is that the trends haven't really changed.
Melissa Brown, managing director of investment decision research at SimCorp, said that despite the start of rate cuts by the Federal Reserve, which should benefit small and mid-cap companies, big tech stocks are still leading the charge.
Stocks that have done well continue to do well. Stocks that have done poorly continue to do poorly. So it's interesting that we haven't really seen a change in trends, even though we did get this big Fed action during the quarter. And I think that is probably because that Fed action was largely anticipated. And so even, going into the quarter, or even, going back quite a few months, the expectation was that the Fed would cut rates. The Fed cut rates. So things are just continuing on the same path.
Movers to the downside included Caterpillar, which dropped 2% following a brokerage downgrade. And Boeing fell 1.3% after the plane maker flagged a larger than expected third-quarter loss on Friday. Earnings season heads into full swing this week, with investors also keeping an eye out for crucial economic data, including September retail sales figures.